Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Looking back to the last matchup between these two teams, it was the Clippers coming out on top against the Los Angeles Lakers. They've handled this matchup nicely so far, up 2-0 in the season series.
And offensively, everything they did seemed to just come together beautifully. They threw a lot of things at the wall, and most of it stuck.
Yeah, it did stick in high-quality fashion, too. I mean, a multifaceted approach like that takes a really sophisticated, locked-in defense to stop it. That certainly wasn't the case that day.
So the Lakers win the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Mbah a Moute in at the 3 slot.
If you look at Chris Paul, you're looking at a guy who really is the standard bearer of point guards. I mean, he can pass, he can score, he plays great defense. He also competes. But what makes him the floor general that all others are measured against, really the instincts and leadership.
Good on the shot. And Mbah a Moute has got his first bucket of the night.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
From outside the arc, Kobe misses. On defense, the Lakers. 4-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line. There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
All up top, he's guarded by Russell. It's Redick on the wing. The 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
The drive by Bryant, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot 2. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
Now here's Paul. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And I thought the contribution he made by just generating contact, getting to the line was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot of points at the stripe.
You know, you go back to Kobe Bryant. He pushed himself so hard last season, though his points per game average was up. Field goal percentage was the worst of his career. He just felt he had a better chance to score than anyone else on the team, and it's real hard to argue that he was wrong about that.
Now, here's Mbah a Moute. His last outing, he had 8 points.
Man, guys, you know Kobe Bryant. Words can't describe what he's meant to his team, really to the league in the game of basketball. You just wonder when he's finally going to say, you know what, I've done all I can do. That's enough. Retirement's been hinted at, but until I see it, knowing how competitive Kobe is, I just won't believe it. And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Here's Mbah a Moute after the basket by the Lakers. Just 5 on the clock. And Hibbert with the block. And they're on the break. On up the court. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Russell. Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they have had the 3rd best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit.
Now here's Kobe. He's coming off a 34-point game against Boston.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game. Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Takes it from 10. No good off the back of the rim. The Lakers trail. Now the Lakers on the break. Randall's running. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Brandon Bass is checked in for Hibbert. Nance comes in for Julius Randle. Nick Young's checked in for Kobe. And it's Williams in for Jordan Clarkson. Now here's Rivers. He had 10 points in the win against Washington. With the floater, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And guys, it looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign 2 years ago, signs the new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst, 37% from the field.
And Nance kicks to Williams. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Rivers. Sweet little floater.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
The Lakers in the lead. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Young outside. 19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Great D that time from Johnson. Now Rivers. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Offensive rebound. Here's Aldridge. No good with the layup.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
Check it out.
From Chris Paul, who has a little something to say about the success of a very special and influential teammate, Blake Griffin.
You know, Blake, everything that's happening for him, he deserves it because he's worked so hard and put so much into it, and he's a huge piece to our team being successful.
Of course, we know that Blake would say the exact same thing about Chris Paul. You know, Chris and Blake Griffin share so much in common when it comes to being the hardcore Clippers their owner brags about all the time.
And you think about it, Chris Paul is not easily impressed, nor is Doc Rivers, for that matter, but both of these guys have praised Griffin for how hard he's worked and how far he's come in his career.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
Okay, time now for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to Doris Burke for an update on D'Angelo Russell. Doris?
Well, guys, I had a moment to catch up with the head athletic trainer for Los Angeles. He said he checked out that wrist, and fortunately, it looks like there's no long-term damage. For a team that is out of the playoff hunt, you would figure they would err on the side of caution with an injury as far as a timetable for his return. We'll see as this season wears on, Kevin.
All right, Doris, and hopefully everything works out for him.
You know, pro trainers have so much available to them at their disposal. If it's nothing serious, he'll be back.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Here's out there with Jordan, and it's Green in at the small forward position.
And obviously, Chris Paul's one of the most highly recognized players in the game. High school All-American, college All-American, NBA Rookie of the Year. I mean, the list goes on and on.
For the Clippers, Griffin's checked in for Green, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Russell passes to Clarkson. Back to Russell. And Kobe, here we go. That's good. Kobe's got 6 points. Highly decorated Chris Paul, multiple NBA All-Team selections, all defensive team selections. No MVP yet. It's probably right around the corner, though, for him.
Yeah, you know what? He's only worried about one thing, though, and that's hoisting that Larry O'Brien championship trophy at some point in his career. Well, here in the second, not as listless. They're showing some signs of life offensively.
You know, steadying themselves. After a tough start, they're back on track.
Nance, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Paul kicks to Pierce. Here's Griffin. It's blocked. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Nance. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Offensive rebound. Griffin off target at the rim. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. The drive by Russell. Bryant dishes to Nance. Back to Kobe. Shoots from 14. And the Lakers with another miss. The Clippers shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. Redick with it. Picked up by Kobe. Pass to Jordan. Kicks it to Pierce. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Redick with the bucket.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
Now here's Paul. After D'Angelo Russell's miss, Paul kicks to Pierce. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Griffin, here we go. And stolen by Hibbert. To the paint, it's tipped and taken away by Paul. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. No good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Now, here is Russell. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Nance down low, guarded by Jordan, and then Hibbert with the dunk.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
And the Lakers making a change here. Randall's checked in. Here's Green, and so he draws the foul on the shot on a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Both free throws good from Green. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Russell passes to Randall. Outside, Kobe. Picked by Randall. Outside, Russell. 6 on the shot clock. And that one good from Clarkson.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Rivers with it. 23 seconds left in the second quarter. Johnson attacking. That's tipped. Down low. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Here's Russell, and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And a pretty tightly contested